Has put together one of his best.
And get him in the jaw?
Yes, it did.
All right, let's talk about Paul Konerko. Remember him? He played from 1997 to 2014. He was a 6-time All-Star, an ALCS MVP, and a 2005 World Series champion. He put together 2 40-plus homer seasons, 7 30-plus homer seasons, and 13 20-plus homer seasons. Paulie totaled 439 career home runs, 2,340 hits, and 1,412 RBI. He was the AL Comeback Player of the Year in 2004, and he recorded 6 seasons with 100-plus RBI. If you watched baseball through the first decade of the 2000s, you knew Paulie. The guy was as consistent as they come. From 1999 to 2012, he played in 137 or more games. I mean, the guy showed up, and during those 14 seasons, he had only one season with the sub .780 OPS. So yeah, let's talk about Paul Konerko.
Is it weird that we're called the White Sox, but we wear black socks? Is it weird the foul pole is actually in fair territory?
He was one of the most consistent hitters during his era. For his career, he played in a total of 2,349 games, and in those games, he compiled a respectable .279 batting average, a .354 on-base percentage, a .486 slugging percentage, and an .841 OPS. The .841 OPS equates to a .118 OPS plus. His best season was in 2010. He was 34 years old, and that season he finished 5th in MVP voting. That was the same year Josh Hamilton took the league by storm and won the AL MVP. In 2010, he smashed 39 home runs and drove in 111 runs. His OPS was an incredible 160. For reference, Hamilton's was 170. So the surface numbers are there. But what if we look under the hood a little more? I was checking out his runs created stat, or RC. It measures how well a hitter completes one of the central focuses of his job: creating runs. Pretty simple, right? His career total for runs created is 1,435. Doesn't sound too crazy, but hear me out. He is just behind Joe DiMaggio, Andre Dawson, and Ernie Banks. All of those are Hall of Famers. Big deal, right? Well, over his career, he created more runs than Johnny Mize, Ivan Rodriguez, and Jim Rice. All of these guys are Hall of Famers as well. But that's enough advanced stats for one day. Let's go back to some counting stats before we talk defense. I mentioned he has a total of 1,412 RBI. Well, that is more than Todd Helton, Robin Yount, and Al Simmons. Those are all Hall of Famers as well. His 439 career homers are more than Andre Dawson's, Cal Ripken Jr.'s, and Mike Piazza's, all Hall of Famers as well. His 410 career doubles are more than Mike Schmidt, Ernie Banks, and Ryan Sandberg, all Hall of Famers. That's pretty impressive stuff, right? This man's offense was top notch. Well, his defense, that's a different story. His career offensive WAR is 33.1, but his defensive WAR is negative 17.1. That's a big ouch, right? I mean, over his career, his defense is what hurt his overall WAR. I would take him any day, but maybe that's why he isn't in the Hall of Fame. His career DRS, or defensive run saves, which quantifies a player's entire defensive performance by attempting to measure how many runs a defender saved, is negative 33. His UZR, in other words, ultimate zone rating, which goes hand in hand with DRS, is negative 28.4. For reference, an average DRS or UZR for a single season is 0. Gold Glove caliber defense is around 15 plus, and Konerko's highest DRS in a single season was 3. Those numbers are not friendly to Paulie. Now, despite the defensive mumbo jumbo, to me, Paul Konerko will be one of my favorite players of all time. I don't think he gets enough credit around the baseball world for what he brought to the game. He was named captain of the White Sox, and he helped lead them to a World Series. In fact, in that 2005 World Series, he hit one of the most memorable grand slams in World Series history.
Konerko up, and he rips one into left. Konerko, grand slam!
He is one of 21 players to do that in the entire history of the game. And just a quick disclaimer, this wasn't a case of, oh, Konerko needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Nah, this is just me reminiscing on one of baseball's better hitters in recent memory. I understand the Hall of Fame is a sacred place for the players with the best defense and offense, but the fact that he ranks among some incredible Hall of Famers in some statistical categories is something worth mentioning. In 2020, he received just 2.5% of Hall of Fame votes. That means he was dropped from the ballot, thus forgotten about in the baseball world. I say that word sparingly because I will make sure he isn't forgotten, and I'm sure the White Sox faithful will ride with Paulie until the wheels fall off. So yeah, let's give some love to Paul Konerko.